And Idaho Republican Congressman Mike Simpson says he believes in the people's right to protest, but he also believes those arrested for storming the Capitol on January 6th need to be prosecuted. He talked with our Doug Petcash for this week's Viewpoint.
I wanted to know what you think of the idea even behind this rally.
Well, I understand their concern, but the reality, is January 6th was a disaster. And we need to find out what went on there and why. And these people that broke into the Capitol, literally broke into the Capitol, these were not just protesters. A lot of them were there to cause damage. And they need to be charged. They need to suffer the consequences of their actions.
Do you think that it's warranted that all this extra security with Capitol Police, Washington, D.C. Police, the National Guard's been alerted? Do you think it's warranted, and it's just an attempt to never let something like January 6th happen again?
I think it's an attempt not to have a repeat of January 6th. So I do think it's warranted, because you never know what's going to happen. They didn't think January 6th would happen, even though that they had warnings that something like this was going to happen. I don't think they took it serious enough. So yeah, I understand why they're putting this extra security around it and around the Capitol and so forth. I hope this is a peaceful protest. I support people's right to protest, and that's part of the American way. And I just think that taking the precautions is a smart thing to do.
And just one final thing on this issue. What do you think of former President Trump's statement condemning the criminal prosecutions of the January 6th insurrection defendants, claiming that they're being persecuted?
Well, I disagree with him. I don't think they're being persecuted. They broke the law. And if you saw what happened on January 6th, I'm sure you saw a lot of the videos and stuff. It was worse than that. And they need to be held to account for their actions. That's what our system's about.
Well, Representative Simpson also gave his viewpoint on the resettlement of Afghan refugees in Idaho, western wildfires and drought, and the $1 trillion infrastructure bill, and his plan to save endangered salmon by removing 4 lower Snake River dams. So watch all of this. The full Viewpoint program is coming up. It's got a new time slot, Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock, right after Meet the Press.